Right now, as you watch this video, there are 46 active wars happening on this earth simultaneously. Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Iran, India and Pakistan, nations threatening nations, missiles in the sky, millions of people displaced, millions living in fear. And the world is asking, why? What is happening? Is this the end? But here is what most people do not know. God already told us this was coming. Over 2,000 years ago, word for word, He described exactly what the world would look like before the final chapter of human history. And what He described looks exactly like your news feed today. In Matthew chapter 24, the disciples came to Jesus privately and asked Him a question. They said, "Tell us, when will these things happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" And Jesus sat down and He answered them, not with mystery, not with confusion. He gave them a list, a clear, specific list of signs. He said, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed, for these things must happen, but the end is not yet." Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Wars and rumors of wars. Does that sound familiar to you? Turn on any news channel right now, any news channel in the world, and what do you see? Wars, threats of war, nations preparing for war, leaders warning of nuclear weapons, the entire world on edge. Jesus said this would happen, and it is happening. But Jesus was not finished. He continued, "Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Think about what we are watching right now. Russia, a nation, rose against Ukraine. Israel rose against Iran. Iran launched missiles directly at Israel. India and Pakistan exchanged their worst military conflict in decades. These are not small border disputes. These are major nations in direct military confrontation. And all of this is happening at the same time, simultaneously, across multiple continents. This has never happened before at this scale in human history. Jesus then said, "There will be famines and earthquakes in various places." Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Today, over 700 million people go to bed hungry every single night. Sudan, Yemen, Haiti, Congo. Famine is spreading across the earth like a fire no one can stop. And earthquakes, we have seen devastating earthquakes in Turkey, Morocco, Japan, and across Asia in recent years. The earth itself is shaking. These are not coincidences. These are signs. Now look at what the prophet Daniel was told. In Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, God told Daniel, "But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase." Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. Knowledge increasing. Think about where we are right now. Artificial intelligence, hypersonic missiles that travel 20 times the speed of sound, nuclear weapons that can destroy entire cities in seconds, space travel, the internet connecting 5 billion people instantly. Human knowledge has increased more in the last 50 years than in the previous 5,000 years of human history combined. Daniel, saw this coming. And then there is Israel. The prophet Zechariah wrote, "I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling for all the surrounding peoples." Zechariah 12, verse 3. Look at the world right now. Every major nation on earth has an opinion about Israel. Every war in the Middle East circles back to Jerusalem. The United Nations meets about Israel more than any other country on earth. A tiny nation, surrounded by enemies, and yet the entire world cannot stop talking about it. That is not politics. That is prophecy. Now, some people hear all of this and they feel fear. But Jesus said something important after listing all these signs. He said, "See that you are not alarmed." He did not tell us these things to make us afraid. He told us so that when we see them happening, we would know that He is in control. The same God who wrote these words 2,000 years ago is the same God sitting on the throne today. He was not surprised by Russia. He was not caught off guard by Iran. He saw all of this before the foundations of the earth were laid, and He is still God. If you are watching this and you feel afraid, bring that fear to Him. He is the only one who knows how this story ends, and for those who belong to Him, it ends well. This is Echo Hearts, and we will keep reminding you, in a world full of chaos, God is still on the throne. God bless you. See you in the next one.